Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video with yours truly, the voice of reason, right here on YouTube. So let's just get right into this one, shall we? Well, it would seem we've created a bit of a stir here on YouTube, guys. All this questioning and skepticism has our little friend Vegan Gains in a huff. I came home yesterday to discover we'd been marked for death by Richard himself. He's gonna make a video about us. So let's get right to his comment, shall we? Richard writes, "Plan Eats, you're a piece of crap." Okay. What we've learned is that when we communicate with Vegan Gains, we have to get used to his potty mouth and his zeal for name calling. We continue. Plan Eats, you're no different than Charles Marlowe. And this is where you're just flat out being dishonest, Richard. This is just an attempt to manipulate viewers so you can win a fight that you started yourself. But I'm not interested in fighting with you, Richard. I'm too old for that. And you know what they say about old fools, but questioning some of your silly things you say on your channel is flat out fair and fun. So let's be honest with each other. You don't like it when people challenge some of the outrageous claims you and Jasmine make on your YouTube channel. You see, most of us can see through what you're doing, deflecting from the real issues to some silly comparison between me and another YouTuber. These tactics might have worked on Marlowe, but now they just make you look desperate, if I'm being perfectly honest. Let's continue reading. Plan Eats, you slander animal activists like Emily, a bite-sized vegan, all for jealousy and attention. Okay, so finally something I can respond to. Let me be perfectly clear here. I have a genuine disdain for able-bodied men and women who take handouts so they can stay home and make YouTube videos all day. Call me old-fashioned or over the hill, but I just think giving money to people on the internet is a recipe for disappointment. We've seen it before, guys. Money can make good people do bad things. Is it any business of mine whether you give your money to someone on the internet? Of course not. But do I have the right to share my skepticism of the broader practice? Of course I do. And on your point about jealousy, Richard, what exactly would I be jealous of? And if I was looking to get more love and attention here on YouTube, I certainly wouldn't run controversial Patreon videos. Frankly, they make viewers uncomfortable. Unlike you, however, I have a limited amount of time to make videos, and the ones I choose to make are the ones that I think are important. If you don't like my content, Richard, then you don't have to watch. Richard continues, you eat a vegan diet, but you're not interested in promoting veganism. That's not true, Richard, and I think you know that. Again, you're just manipulating viewers here and trying to deflect from the real issues. However, you would be right by saying I'm not interested in promoting judgment or acting like a self-appointed moral vanguard. And if I'm being perfectly honest, Richard, you're sounding more and more like Freely and Harley did. Remember? When fans got frustrated and started questioning them, I believe that was the beginning of the end. Richard writes, Plan Eats, you just want money and attention. Oh, Richard, that's not true. And this comment shows just how spoiled you've become during your time on this platform. Unlike you, Richard, I'm like 99% of all YouTubers who work 30 to 40 hours a week on their channels for $80 a month. And that's on top of working a full-time job. And I've been doing this consistently for nearly 2 years now. But you wouldn't understand that because you did it the easy way, Richard. You built a channel based on bullying and judgment, and it made you think you're important and irreplaceable. And now that you're being chewed up by the YouTube algorithm, you think people should pay you for your videos. But as good as your videos may be, they're not worth paying for. The only reason why any of us get any attention on this platform is because we're free. Richard writes, Plan Eats, expect to see a video on my channel exposing you soon. Expose me? Is that supposed to be a bad thing? Because I'm proud of my content, Richard. And if your intention is to ruin my brand, then you'll be sorely disappointed because I don't have one to ruin. I don't sell anything or ask people for money. I don't even sell t-shirts. In fact, I bought $500 worth of Plan Eats t-shirts and gave them all away for free. Look, I'm just gonna come out and say it, folks. Richard's a bully. That's how he got where he is on YouTube, and sadly, that's why we love him. But lately his judgment is off, in my opinion. He's picking fights with people in restaurants, in front of children. He regularly takes meltdowns during his debates on veganism. And now he wants to punch down. So let me finish with this before we look at your comments on the subject. Richard, I understand why you're pissed. You don't like it when YouTubers talk about Patreon. You took a hit from me and other YouTubers on your anti-natalist crazy talk. And now you want to lash out. But choose your battles, my friend, because we're actually on the same side. Okay, let's read what you guys are saying in the comments. Jenu writes, Vegan Gains, maybe you should challenge him to a fight. Georgia Wise writes, I will never be a vegan. Some vegans are more obnoxious than Christian conservatives. Ian Williams writes, Vegan Gains, I appreciate your analytical approach and aggressive smackdowns. But when you don't pick your battles, it just makes you look like a whiny, loose cannon man. Plan Eats is promoting vegan values, save your powder, and stop being a drama queen. Tim Austin writes, coming soon, Plan Eats worst of the YouTube industry. Michael L writes, YouTube is peanut shells to someone like Plant Eats. Einstein's cat writes, unlike Vegan Gains, Plant Eats has a job. How is the money flow working for you, Vegan Gains? Calico Cat writes, so childish. Kiko Lou writes, the vegans are vicious. Then they wonder why they have a bad reputation. Michelle writes, Vegan Gains, you're a fool and a hypocrite. Try to gain some maturity and self-control. It's called a conversation with differing opinions. Stop projecting your money-grubbing ways onto others. Almost Vegan Sabrina writes, cry us a river, Vegan Gains. LOL, I'm sure the video of you exposing Plant Eats will be super funny, but nobody will give a shit because nobody takes anything you say serious anymore. Wendy writes, LOL, Vegan Gains, you were too funny. I think you have a wrong read on Plant Eats if you go around insulting people because you disagree with them. You're not really a good role model for vegans. All right, guys, there's the video for today. So please let me know what you guys think down below. I'm having a little bit of fun with all this, but Richard seems to be pretty worked up. And if you haven't already, start following me today on Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below in the description box. And I look forward to seeing you right back here very soon for another super fresh video.